Hi, Assalamualaikum. So what is on the news today? So did you guys know about the corruption in sport, sports value and fair play in sport? Wait, we guys will explain to you guys in our presentation video. So first of all, I will introduce myself and my group mate, which is myself, Syekh Muhammad Fazil BS Abdul Hadi, Muhammad Ali Najmi bin Syarin, Muhammad Nur Rahman bin Ismail, Muhammad Hadi bin Sugiman, and Nur Syamila binti Syafi'i. Okay, so sport has been among the most popular human activities since ancient times. It involves hard work, engagement, loyalty, respect for others, fair competition, friendship and communication, and is based on human and social values, ethics and integrity, which establish it as a value human moral practice. In this condition, the moral education of athletes, sports participants and stakeholders in general is a constant concern of international and national organizations, which point out the escalation in undesirable phenomena, which is corruption, doping, match fixing, money laundering, illegal betting, harassment and etc. Corruption is a concept that involves an improper, immoral action, the effect of which is often to corrupt a person's ethical character. While corruption is not new in sport, the recent evidence of poor governance and corruption scandals threaten to undermine all the joy that sport brings and the good that it can do. In doing so, everybody has a fair opportunity to participate. In other words, no one has undue advantage or disadvantage in a given setting. In other words, frequently associated with inclusion is equality. Equality is often considered as part of the solution to achieving successful inclusion. A lot of the time quality is included in our definitions of what social inclusion and indeed inclusion in sport really mean. Inclusion in sport means everyone is treated equally. It seems logical by ensuring all are treated equally, we can make inclusion happen in any setting. In sport, if we treat everyone equally, then this means we ensure everyone gets the same resources, same support, same information, same equipment, same choice, same coaching, same rules, same facility, same pathway and etc. After all, treating everyone the same is fair and this leads to inclusion, right?
Now I'm going to share with you guys the main ideas about a video that I have recently watched. A video from Michael Hirschman, who is a CEO of ICSS, that is International Center Sport Security. The video tell us that corruption can happen in every level of sport, top level, bottom level, such as the money have been misused by unethical leader or a professional leader. They can use the money to involve in illegal things. And nowadays, many of football club or sport organization not transparent with their source of income. Because of that, nowadays we are hard or difficult to determine that the club or organization has an illegal source of income. The second one, the video tell us that we must nurture fairness from childhood, because of they will replace us as our future generation and they will lead the world one day. And also, lastly, the video tell us that we must make sport become more better by implementing fairness in every sport. Why? Because fairness can make the sports or game more fun. And also, we must implement or we must teach people that sports are fun and not about cursing or losing sleep over loss. Because of sport is an equalizer. What is the meaning of sport as an equalizer? The meaning is sport can unite people around the world, and sport doesn't care about the races of people and doesn't care also about the level of fairness in people. So that's why sports is an equalizer to us and can unite people around the world. That's all the main ideas in the video. Thank you.
Next, corruption can come from either superior nor subordinate. This depends on the person's acceptance of corruptions. Example of corruption that can link to this discussion is two Negeri Sembilan sports officials have been taken into custody for 7 days to investigate a case of 17,280 in false claim in 2019. From September to December 2019, the two suspects and another individual are accused to conspiring to submit false claims to the Negeri Sembilan Sports Council for bowling training in the name of the state of 10-pin bowling team Negeri Sembilan in preparation for the Malaysian game, which is SUKMA 2020. The entire value of the claim was 17,280, although the training was allegedly not completed. Shortly following the widespread corruption, Adam Adli Abdul Halim, the new Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, wants to guarantee that all sports in the country receive adequate attention while also combating the problem of corruption that affects the Malaysian sport industry. For him, the country's sports industry will be more prosperous if those two things are successfully curbed.
Examines the impact of financial, political and moral corruption on the sporting world. This investigation aims to determine how corruption affects the administration of sport and the reputation of athletes. This assessment should be also examine the various methods used to avoid corruption in the sport business. There are several forms of corruption, including match fixing and doping. In a professional sport where large amounts of money are scarce, bribery and match fixing are especially prevalent. Corruption in sports may have significant consequences for athletes. Athletes may be put at risk of physical harm or made to feel incapable of speaking out against corrupt individuals. Athletes who engage in corrupt practice may potentially be denied their earnings and prize. Corrupt practice can also result in athletes being denied entrance to competitions or events in which they would be unable to compete. This may negatively affect an athlete's career, resulting in diminished possibilities to compete and realize one's full potential. In addition, athletes may face opponents who obtain an unfair edge by unethical practice, resulting in a lack of fairness in competition. Lastly, corruption in sport can harm the public's impression of the sport, resulting in a decline in the sport's popularity and the number of its followers and players.
Okay, so next I will talk about the constructive comment from the video. So the issue of corruption has obstructed the country's development in numerous ways. So according to the Michael, corruption must be handled well because there were a lot of negative effect to the sport. So we agree with the Michael opinion because corruption not only affect the sport but also the society and the country. So nowadays it's obvious that sport are at a crossroad since the game has lost its morals and principles. The application of term limits, transparency and pay should be made in sport so we can restoring the competitive spirit of sport by instilling in young people the value of integrity and fair play. Sports inclusion and fair play values must be realized together with the highest standard of accountability, openness and democracy. So internal reform must be open to others' viewpoints at the same time, including suggestions from the athletes and supporters, as well as from the government, sponsor and the society organisation. This is important to increase the sport performance and the development of sport also will grow well. And also the sport will be more fun and enjoyable to play and watch. So that's all from me. Thank you.